Hey guys, it's me Max again, back for part 2 of last week's video. In last week's video, I talked a little bit about identifying as a past self. So, did I ever identify as female, and saying that yes, there was a portion of my life where that was the way that I identified. And in the end of that last video, I had mentioned a slam or spoken word poem that I'd written or attempted to write because I'd only ever gotten a little bit of way through, and talking about maybe going a review of that. So you'll notice a little bit of a different setup today because that's about what is going to happen next. I'm going to pull up that Google Doc and we're going to work our way through that poem, see what it's like looking back on it now that I'm more set in my gender identity. So you'll see now that I'm sharing the screen below with the poem. So here we go. Let's jump right into it. It was called Androgyny, and again, I never really got past like the first 4 stanzas, so it's pretty short, but let's look at it. Okay. When you look at me, what do you see? Can you tell the difference, or am I just androgyny? Okay. I see where I'm going with this. Just too hard to tell, just I'll take a guess guy, no girl, or trans. Which way though? I mean, I honestly had so many people confused about my gender just based on looking at me, which again, that's not really how one should identify gender. People thought I was a trans woman, people thought I was a trans man, people thought I was just a straight cis man, a cis woman. Everyone was very confused. Let's see what next. Are you all female under that smock? Dang, you're 20, but your voice is so high when you talk. Am I in the right place? Because you're in here too. And I'm a woman, but I don't know about you. So let me backtrack and check the sign at the door, because I don't have the balls to ask about yours. Ooh, I like that. So basically, a lot of these things are comments I had gotten. I worked at the meat counter, and I wore like a white butcher coat thing, and I literally had a customer ask one of my coworkers if I was all female under that smock. A lot of people, like I mentioned last time, my voice is higher right now, so if they were thinking I was male, they thought I was younger. So many times when you're in a bathroom and people are in there and they think that you're not supposed to be in there, instead of just like asking or saying anything about it, they just like do these little like subtleties like, oh, am I in the right place? Or like literally checking the sign. And yeah, I really like this. This is like fire right there. I don't have the balls to ask about yours. Love that. Okay. Last thing I wrote on this. Thank you, sir. What a kind young man. And oh, the men's fitting room is to the right. So I must be wrong. I see where I was going with this, playing on right and wrong. I don't really know what I was meaning by wrong. I guess, yeah, I was wrong that, identifying that way, because that wasn't my true self. But again, thank you, sir, kind young man. That's a lot of the stuff I would get working at places. And I don't understand why the men's fitting room is always to the right. Like, that might just be some underlying, I don't know, sexism in society. Or it's just a coincidence, I don't know, for ease of access. But something I've noticed, and it worked well in the poem. So there you have it. That's the poem Androgyny, or the 4 stanzas of what could have been the poem Androgyny. Again, I never really had the inspiration to go past that point, and that's probably because I don't really have any more thoughts on it. Like I said, I have since written some more poems more recently about my trans experience, and I also just have some random poems that I'm hoping to share on here. I had mentioned another one that I might look at that's more like a dead poem. That's just it for this week, a quick poem review, and I hope to include more poetry on the channel. Thanks.